Hey, man, say what you want to say, man, but this is Ty Talks. I'm your host, Tyran Daves, and I'll be breaking down some topics in the world of sports, debates, hot takes, and all the moments to keep the game talking. Remember, like, share, subscribe to Ty Talks Podcast 1. All right, guys, I got a lot of things I want to talk about today. The first thing I want to talk about, because I just want to get this out of the way and clear to let you know that it's trash and I don't like where it's going, is NIL. NIL has went to a place where they're taking away from 18-year-olds that's trying to come in and get an opportunity to get to the next level, next stage. They're taking money out of these young folks' pockets. For example, James Najee, he was the 31st pick, drafted by the Charlotte Hornets. He has signed with Baylor, man. He has went back to college. He played in the G League, and he's now back in college with Baylor. I think this is so bad for basketball. It needs to be an age limit on this NIL, man. It needs to be an age limit on college, period. We should not have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29-year-olds trying to play college ball right now, bro. Do you know how insane that is? Motherfuckers got 5 kids already and trying to play college ball with some 18-year-olds. Do you understand what that's doing to college basketball? It's watering down. I feel like once you hit 24, once you hit 24, 23, you should not be able to hoop any longer in college basketball at all. I just think it's so trash, man. Like I told you, we need an age limit. We need some more rules to see who's actually eligible to get NIL. It's insane what they're doing now. It's making college basketball look like a joke, which it is. And yeah, they're just taking out of these young guys' pockets, man, that's actually working hard. This is what I got to say. When your time is up, man, your time is up, bro. Trying to prove something at 25 years, 26 years old on a college basketball team is insane. Yeah, man, that's just how I feel. I feel like we need to do something about it. It's trash. NCAA just making up and handing out money, bro. And also, I don't like this transfer portal stuff. What you going to have somebody mad every year because they don't get minutes, so they're going to keep transferring. I think that's trash. It's showing that you're not putting in the work. It's showing that you're not hungry. It's showing that you was handed a silver spoon. Maybe if I transfer to another school, I can get some more burn or some more minutes or something like that. I think it's trash, man. Honestly, work harder and you'll get there, man. Like, you shouldn't pout because you ain't get some minutes. Oh, let me go into the transfer portal this summer. It's trash. I don't like it. And I'm going to just move on because it's pathetic, bro. It's college basketball right now. It's pathetic. It's a joke. Next, I want to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard last night, man. This man to me is funny, dude. I feel the Clippers is trash. They still the 13th seed. Trash. But Kawhi Leonard dropped 51 points in 3 quarters last night. He finished the game with 55 points. Was it 10 rebounds? No, 11 rebounds, 5 steals. Yes, that's vintage Kawhi. They did beat the Pistons. But man, Kawhi need to do this every night. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, don't ever want to play basketball. And it's kind of fishy and weird, bro. You got to think about it. Dude, he'll play when he want to play. Come out there, drop 55. Next game, he's sitting. Or he didn't drop 10 points. It's kind of weird, man, how Kawhi Leonard's career is going right now, man. You got to think about it. His career points is not that high at all. But I don't know. He's just getting a little more cocky or confident, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, he dropped 55 points. I don't know, man. It just seemed like Kawhi don't care no more. And when he do care, it just seemed like he just want to pop his stuff. But other than that, yeah, man, I just want Kawhi to play every game. That's all I want. I'm tired of hearing him hurt or sitting down on the bench. So this was good to see, and it was refreshing because it been a minute. And also, this is Kawhi Leonard's first 50-point game. This is his first 50-point game ever. So congratulations to the man. He finally did it. A 50-point game. Next, in a world, I like to say this, in a world where the Atlanta Hawks, before Trae Young came back, they were on a winning streak. I think it was a 6-game winning streak. Now they're on a 6-game losing streak, and they're ready to get rid of Trae Young. All signs and rumors point to Trae Young getting traded by the trade deadline. I think there's a bunch of teams that will be willing to throw out an offer. For example, the Bucks, if they want to keep Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think this will be somebody they can try to go after just to see if they can try to keep Giannis. Next, I would think he will fit good in Miami. I do think Trae Young need to stay on the East Coast, but if he don't, his team like Houston, I don't know, the Kings maybe, I don't know. It's a bunch of teams, but Trae Young is one of the best passing point guards in the league. He's probably the only pure point guard besides Tyrese Halliburton. His pick and roll is unstoppable. He has been averaging 10 assists since his second season. His first season, it was 8 assists, but since his second season, he has been averaging 10 or more assists. And if you don't think Trae Young will help any team, you're crazy. You got to think about it, bro. It just might be time for him to leave Atlanta. Maybe he don't want to be there. Maybe he don't feel the team as much as he used to. And I think Atlanta just looking at Jalen Johnson as the next franchise right now. But yeah, man, I think Trae Young will be good on the Rockets, any of them teams. I don't know who they would give up, but catch off, shoot. He can do everything, man. He's Trae Young, bro. Like, we're not going to act like he haven't took the Atlanta Hawks to a conference finals before, because he has. But yeah, that's just how I feel about that, man. Atlanta's giving up on Trae Young, but we know a new team would be willing to take on his superstar powers. Because, look, he is a superstar, and I don't want to hear he not. Just a bad situation to be in Atlanta. And like DeMarcus Cousins said, it's time for him to get out of there because he's already being labeled the scapegoat in Atlanta, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I think it's pathetic, honestly. Next, Mo Bamba has signed with the Toronto Raptors. I don't know what that's going to make a difference, but he been in the Salt Lake City G League team, the Utah Jazz's G League team. But he's been averaging 16.5 and 12 rebounds in the G League. And he signed a 1-year deal with the Toronto Raptors. Long as they play him, man. Long as they play him. I think the Toronto Raptors should go after Sabonis or somebody like that. I do think Brandon Ingram and Scottie Barnes are doing a hell of a job. I think both of them should definitely be all-stars. And talking about Scottie Barnes, the other night against Golden State, he just had one of those games. He had 23 points, 25 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 steals. Scottie Barnes for the season is averaging 19-8, 5 rebounds, 2 steals or 2 blocks. But this guy is a guy that knows pick and roll very well. He's a defensive animal. He can shoot. I think his percentage is like 30%. He can get it better, at least to like 34, something like 33. But Scottie Barnes is truly a young talent that I think the Toronto Raptors should never, ever have in trade discussions with nobody. I will be thinking that Brandon Ingram and Scottie Barnes are untouchable if they go after anybody. But yeah, bro, long as they keep Scottie Barnes and Ingram, I think the Toronto Raptors will definitely continue to be one of the best teams in the East because of their length. Also, RJ Barrett is playing a great role with that team also. But you never know, man. If they go out there and try to make a trade for a decent center or something like that, RJ Barrett would definitely be in that trade conversation, situation, all that. They would not be willing to keep him because of the second apron bullshit. But yeah, man, Scottie Barnes having a good season. He did good against Draymond the other night. Yeah, man, I like what Toronto got, and I'm gonna keep going. All right, so look, Orlando Magic, we know they're not having really the best of the season. We thought when they added Desmond Bane, they were going to be probably top 3. I thought top 3, top 4 team in the East easily. The problem for me is Paolo Banchero. He don't seem like he got better at all this season. Injuries, too. They have a lot of injuries. Jalen Suggs, Paolo, Franz, they rotate getting hurt. But a shining star, a bright light, a bright spot with this whole Orlando Magic team is Anthony Black. In the month of December, Anthony Black has been averaging 16.8 points, 6.4 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and has been shooting 41.3 field goal percentage. Against Denver, he had one of those games. I think it was his career high. He played 30 minutes. Excuse me. He had 38 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and he shot 7 threes. I think his emergence could set Orlando up for a better future. I do think Jalen Suggs play better defense, but Anthony Black is also like 6'7", 6'6", big guard for sure. He was a top 14 pick. He was definitely around that. He was definitely a lottery pick for sure, but I just think he's improving a little better than what Jalen Suggs have been doing these last couple of years. I have not seen any really high caliber improvement from Jalen Suggs for me. I thought coming into the league, he was going to be a better scorer than what he is. He's definitely a great defender. Yes, don't get me wrong. He have his moments, but he's not as consistent. I think when Anthony Black and Jalen Suggs are out there together, they're going to have to figure that out. Because it seemed like one of them goes off when one of them is not out there on the court. But overall, yeah, man, Anthony Black has been having a great December. I hope he can keep going. Right now, while Paulo and Franz is still trying to figure out who's going to step up. But at least they got a shining star that they can look at and maybe develop a little more. But yeah, man, I think they're going to end up having to trade somebody very soon. Very, very soon. Because just looking like pieces is not meshing well together at all. All right, next. I want to talk about, because this is funny, man. For 4 years in a row, it has been Chicago, Miami, and Atlanta fighting in the play-in in the East. So it's been, Chicago, Atlanta, and Miami. 4 years in a row since the play-in has started. Every year has been the same teams fighting at the end for the play-in. All I can say is it might end up being the same teams this year. We definitely going to see, but it's always those 3 teams to be the ones fighting at the end. And I just thought it was funny to see because it's literally true, bro. If you go look it up, it's literally the same 3 teams every year. But yeah, look, I want to talk about some WWE because Backlash, we know Backlash in San Juan, Puerto Rico, a couple years ago was absolutely fantastic. The crowd there was probably one of the best crowds WWE has ever seen. But they're returning there in 2026. I think that's going to be great, man. I just know WWE got a lot of plans this year. being that this John Cena retirement tour is over. And I thought that was just a great sign to see them announce that they're returning to Puerto Rico. That was one of the best crowds, honestly. You go back and look with Bad Bunny and all that. It was one of the best crowds we've seen in a long time. Also, Y2J is rumored to return on the 1 year anniversary of Raw. So we'll see, man. I know it's going to be like a retirement tour for him, probably. We probably end up getting that Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. You made the list. I would love to see that again. I would love to see Y2J. Those are the only two characters of Chris Jericho I want to see. Is You Make the List and Y2J, of course. But yeah, Stephanie Valkyrie, she beat Raquel and Nikki Bella, so she retained the title. And of course, Austin Theory has joined the Vision. I just want to see where they go with Austin Theory, man, because I honestly felt like when Vince had him with the Money in the Bank, I thought that was Austin Theory time. I thought they should have did it then. I know people was like, oh, Vince is pushing him. Sometimes Vince actually knew what he was doing, bro. I don't think they should have punished Austin Theory by making that an unsuccessful cash in that time. But we'll see. This is a Triple H reset now. I know how people been feeling. But I always give people a chance. And right now, we'll see, man. We'll see if Austin Theory can reinvent himself with this new character, with the Vision, behind Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Logan Paul. So that's all I want to see, just to see what he can do. But all right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. Like, share, subscribe. The Ty Talks Podcast 1. More content. Please like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the button. And I'm going to keep rocking with y'all. I hope y'all keep rocking with me. We almost at 500 subscribers. Peace out.